Okay, this is game of the week number three of three for the week. Earlier this week, I played the Montreal Canadiens up against the New York Rangers, the 70 Montreal Canadiens against the 72 New York Rangers, I should say. With the game Mike Owens Quick Play Pro Hockey, that was game number one of the week. That ended up being a pretty close game there with a dramatic finale. And then the second, what I would consider the second game of the week, would actually be the 67 Chicago Blackhawks up against the 96 Detroit Red Wings in Chicago. And that game, I will just say that for all of the things that I felt about that, surprise was not one of them. It was quite a competitive contest between two, absolute all-time powerhouse teams. This year's game of the week number three, this is a matchup that I have already played a couple of times on this channel in exhibition games. And it's the 1924-25 Hamilton Tigers. This one will count towards the season replay. It's the other couple were St. Patrick's Day classics, just one-offs. But and those were really good games, too. Those were really good, close games. I'm hoping for more of that here. And I'm getting ahead of myself a little here like I do best. But the 24-25 Hamilton Tigers, so far in this replay, they are a perfect 2-0, whereas the Toronto St. Pats, they are 1-1. They were dropped... walloped really 5-1 by the Montreal Canadiens in the season opening game. And then they came back to defeat the Boston Bruins. And actually, what was a really rough game, they sustained injuries to two key players during that game, did the Toronto St. Pats. And I really like how the injuries are done with Blue Zone hockey, even though what I'm going to be playing here, I should mention off the top as well, before I get going with it, is Gray Zone, which is a modification of Blue Zone. I love the game Blue Zone hockey. I've come up with Gray Zone hockey just for simplicity and also for speediness, I guess, being able to get through this 1924-25 season campaign in a more feasible and reasonable amount of time. So anyway, back to the St. Pats, and they're having sustained a pair of injuries in the game against the Boston Bruins. They reached to two key players, which would have been a two-match card penalty. However, the way that injuries work, you roll 2d6, and I really like this feature of the game. You roll 2d6 for injury severity if you're playing a campaign. And then each game before the game, you roll a pair of, again, 2d6s, which I have set up here in Ball Roller. I have the 2d6 game dice up top here. And then I have, this would be for the clock here, these two blue dice. And sorry if you can't see that so well. And then I'll try to touch focus here on this camera. And then the 68 there in red, that's just going to be a player number. Should I need one? I'll only need that one for some rolls. Basically, I wanted to... I want to do this in as few rolls as possible, so that's why I have a few different things there set up. But so the St. Pats, I did a couple of pregame rolls here for them, and they ended up, the first one was an injury severity of 9, and if you roll that number or higher, then that person is considered to be cured. They're ready to get back on ice. And so actually the first 2d6 roll was a 9, so rather than a 2-match card penalty for this one, the St. Pats will only have a 1-match card penalty. The St. Pats have 15 cards in this match pack, the 15 red cards, and 11 black cards go to the Hamilton Tigers. The Hamilton Tigers, who started the season on the road, they are a perfect 2-0 so far in this season campaign, and they don't have any injuries right now. They're not impacted by that in any way. So it's 15-11 in the match pack. It should be a pretty even match. It was pretty evenly matched in the couple of games that I played between these two teams in St. Patrick's Day. Those were some pretty dramatic games there, and also, too, one other thing that I'd like to point out before I actually begin going through this game and playing it is that the Hamilton Tigers, historically in this game that was played, of course, for all the information that I have ready beforehand, the exact date, I'm going to say December 6th. Give or take a day, it was about December 6th, 1924. And the Hamilton Tigers actually won that game 10-3. So they really put a beating on the Toronto St. Pats in that one. I have no idea what I'm going to get here, but... about to find out. And so I'm trying obviously a pretty new setup here. I'm just going to try to go through the cards here one by one. 12 cards is a period, and it's 100 seconds per card per flip. I have some charts here just off camera to go through when need be as well. So anyway, the first roll of the game here, and we automatically take a card off the pile. Once again, another 4-1. 4-1 means no action, no consequences, nothing like that with these 2d6 here at the top. We get a 65 for the second roll, and a 65 will be a full chance. That full chance is going to go actually to the visiting Hamilton Tigers. And for that full chance, hopefully you're able to see that. Again, I'm still trying to figure this out as I go. I have the chance card piles as well, just off camera here. So basically, I'm looking at a 5 or greater and a roll of 2d6 to be a goal here on the follow-up roll. Let's see what we get. With a 2 and a 5, that's a 7. So the first goal of the game is going to go to the Hamilton Tigers. And again, historically, they did defeat the Toronto St. Pats in this actual game. I'm covering up the assists here with because there weren't many assists actually awarded then, so I may not need to use that one. I'm going to take the time there, 68, and that was 2 cards in. So what I'm going to do actually is take, or 2 match cards in, I should say, or I could say. So what I'm going to do is subtract 68 from 200. So 132 seconds in, that's, I believe, 212. And if it isn't quite exact, if it's a little rough, to be quite honest, I'm not overly concerned about it. But yeah, it'd be 100. Wait, did I say? Sorry, actually, now I want to figure it out. Yeah, 120 is 2 minutes and 132. So 2 minutes and 12 seconds into the contest, player 57 for the Hamilton Tigers. Not sure if you're able to see that. That is Shorty Green. Shorty Green scoring to get Hamilton on the board. I will roll to see if there is assist, although basically from a 19 to a 100, there is no assist for the Hamilton Tigers. So let's see here. A lot of individual efforts collectively from that team that season. So this is for assist only. And now that I've said all of that, of course, just my luck with the 7, there will be an assist on the goal. So it is Red Green actually assisting on, goodness, I think I said Shorty Green's goal. I hope I said Shorty Green's goal because I'm pretty sure it was a mid-tier number there, about a 57, something thereabouts, making it... And camera nerves are terrible for short-term memory. I don't know if anybody else ever, filmed like this and had something like that happen to them. Anyway, nonetheless, I am enjoying this game so far. Hopefully I'm not the only one, but let's see here. So again, I rolled there strictly for assists, so I'm going to discard these couple of top rolls. I'm going to click here and roll once more. I'll apply that unilaterally. With a 15, that will be nothing, so... And I'll even I want to keep track actually of the number of chances for each team, so that will help me to track that. But again, normally if I wasn't gabbering my way through this, I'd be able to go through this a lot more quickly. 46. So once again here, we're now a third of the way through the period and only that one chance of consequence thus far. And with a 15, we're actually going to have another just a dull lull. With a 16, we have a little more of the same. A lot of green ones coming up here with Ball Roller. And now that I've said that, they're going to add one more to it. So just going to periodically here from time to time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 match cards at 12. It's just over halfway through the first period now. Okay, and that being the 8th card, there's going to be actually the first penalty here of the game. 35 will mean a penalty to the visiting Hamilton Tigers. And so for the next turn, I don't have to flip return that or anything like that, only for the half chances and chances. So for this next card here, the Toronto St. Pats, they will get all full chances should a full chance come up. They will also get a +1 at half chances should the half chance come up for the home team. Should the half chance come up for the visiting team, the Hamilton Tigers will have a -1 on that. Though I do modify the game a fair bit, I do still play with most of the rules in place on the charts and otherwise. Here we go for the follow-up. 32, that's going to actually be a penalty to the home Toronto St. Pats. So they really kind of blew that one. So now it will be a power play for the Hamilton Tigers here on the follow-up. And with a 65, they are going to get a full chance here. I don't even need to turn that one. It's going to be a full chance for Hamilton here on the power play. And let's take a look here to see what they're looking at. Again, they get a +1 on this roll also. So basically, they're just looking at... Actually, there could be a penalty shot awarded with a roll of 6 or 7. In this case, a 5 or 6. And with an 11, it's just going to be a straight goal there for Hamilton on the power play. So 2-0 here for the Tigers. And looking at the time there, 57. Let's get the exact number of match cards played so far this period. That's 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let me double check there. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 of 12. So that would be 1,000 of 1,200 seconds. 1,000 minus 57. I'm looking at 943 seconds. Let's see here. I think 900 seconds would be 15 minutes. So 943 seconds, I'd be looking at 15:43 here, the first period. The Tigers here with their second goal scored. Player 63, that's going to be Shorty Green with what I believe is his second of the contest. It's Shorty Green 2, Toronto 0 here. And that was at 15:43, and I will do the assist roll just as a formality. 14. So look, they actually get assist on both of their goals. On the power play, that's a little more likely anyway. 14 is Mickey Roach, actually. So Shorty Green from Mickey Roach here with the player advantage, with the man advantage here for the Hamilton Tigers. And let's see here. Follow-up roll. Or we drop the puck. We're going to have a full chance here late in the first period. Once again to the Hamilton Tigers. Again, they did defeat the St. Pat's 10-3 in this game. Sorry on that full chance, because sometimes what I do is I when I play with ball roll, or when I'm playing just on my own off camera, as that's rolling, it's when I grab for the match card. It's going to be a little harder to do that on camera. It's just, I don't know, it's a little more dramatic for me. I'll try to grab it more quickly next time. But that's a 5, and what I needed was a 7-14 to get a goal. And again, this one's even strength now. They already scored in the power play, so it's even strength here again. And 6 or greater actually for the rebound, which they won't get, so because it's a 5. So they really just missed out on going up 3-0 here early. And I believe this is the final match card of the period. 22, that will mean an injury, actually. That's going to be an injury to the visiting Hamilton Tigers. So I will do a follow-up roll here with, I'll just use these because these are D10s. I can't apply those. Let's see here what kind. And I'll look at the green die here. 1 to 3, it's nothing of significance, just to a minor player. 4 to 5 to a key player, -1 match card penalty. And 6, it will be a 2 match card penalty, meaning that one of Hamilton's star players has been compromised for the contest. That is a green 4. That will be an injury to a key player. 1 match card one match card in this case, because it's mid-game and not during the game. 1 match card will be awarded to Toronto that they will be able to draw from the following period here. The Toronto having, again, 15 match cards going into this one, so they will have they will get their 16th match card back, actually. So that kind of works out. Also, as a formality, I just want to show that I think I got ahead of myself there once more and got just excited, I guess, for lack of a better way of putting it, about Hamilton's injury. It's just, something impactful to the game here. So I should have taken a card off the pile there and put it over here by my own gray zone rules, my own gray zone modification of the game, Blue Zone Hockey. Anyway, that's the first period. Be back with the second. All right, so the cards have been shuffled. Not the match cards, the chance cards. What I do with those, actually, there were no half chance cards drawn in the first period, but what I do with the chance cards, I just put them at the bottom of the pile and I shuffle in between games. And because there are 54 in each deck, you will not go through 54. It's, I think 36 would be the max possibility there. So, and I mean, something like a penalty shot that came up, I mean, that's rare enough. That's, going to come up once a game, if that. So I feel pretty secure and okay with doing this. 1 match card has been added to the home Toronto St. Pat's, and the iced coffee has been sipped and ready to roll away here with period 2. It's 2-0 Hamilton after 1. Oh, and let's see here. So once again, we get a 15 here to start things off. That'll be a big nothing for the first 100 seconds. With a 44, that's once again just going to be an inactive minute and 40 seconds of hockey. With a 64, we will get a full chance. That full chance will go to the home team, Toronto St. Pat's, trying to get on the board here. Let's take a look. I'm going to try to click, roll, and flip at the same time, multitask. Okay, the 6 and a 6, that's going to definitely be a goal, and then some. Unfortunately, they all only count for 1. So we have a 2-1 game now here. Toronto back in it, or getting into it. I almost clicked. So the 50, I'm just going to take 50 off of 200. So, take 50 away from 300. Yeah, there were a couple of inactive rolls there at the start. It was a slow start to the second period. So 250 seconds, that's, I think, 4 minutes and 10 seconds into the first period. I'm sure there's probably an easier, faster way to doing that, to do that. And you're probably telling yourself that already if you're, listening and watching this at this point. But it's a 2-1 game now, and the 40, that will be player Jack Adams, actually. Jack Adams there for Toronto. And Toronto, they can get an assist on a roll of 42 or below, basically, or 100. So let's see here for the assist roll following up. 24, they do get an assist on the goal, and that assist will go to Happy Day. So it's Jack Adams from Happy Day getting Toronto into this hockey game. And let's see here. We play on. 35, that's going to be a penalty taken by the Hamilton Tigers. So Toronto will be on the power play here for this roll. And with a 66, that's a full chance automatically with a +1 there for the Toronto St. Pat's. Put the card there before I forget to and get too excited. And the full chance, rather, they just need basically a 6 or a greater. With the 9, that's an easy goal here, tie game. So something about when these two teams meet on this channel, it's going to be dramatic, it's going to be competitive, and there you have it. It's a 2-all game. 29. So again, here, just a quick check. I'll subtract 29 from 500, so 471 seconds in. Let's see, 480 would be 8 minutes in, I think. So I'm looking here at 7:51. Time goes, pretty fast in these. So it's 7:51 of period 2. I'll play this back and double check, but I'm pretty sure I've calculated that mentally correctly just at the moment. 7 minutes and 51 seconds. And have I done that correctly? Anyway, I'll double check, but 69 rather for Toronto. There on the power play is 69 is Half Day with the goal and with the assist. Let's see if anyone managed to get one here. Up 5-on-4. 44. That's actually just outside of the range. So it's Happy Day unassisted on the power play. Let's keep playing. 55, that will be a half chance, our first half chance of the game. That's going to go to the Hamilton Tigers here, a chance to go ahead immediately. And I'm going to try to click and flip here at the same time for the half chance. 4-on-4 we're looking at. That's a good stop by the goalie. Good stop there by John Ross Roach for the Toronto St. Pats. And no action cards, or no match cards rather, are removed off the pile when you're just flipping for a chance. Or sorry, rolling for a chance. So that's going to just be basically a null 100 seconds. 53, another half chance. This time the Hamilton Tigers, once again, their second consecutive half chance. And for this half chance, let's see, a 4 and a 2. So the slap shot flies over the net. It doesn't even hit the target. 26. 26 will be a big 100 seconds of nothing. Let me just periodically here check to see how many match cards have come out of the pack. I'm counting 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're 15 minutes through the second period here. And still a 2-2 hockey game. 56, another half chance, this time to the Toronto St. Pats. Wouldn't it be something if they scored right after the Tigers, not long after the Tigers blew a pair of half chances. Let's see here. Click and a flip. And that's going to be goalie smothers the puck there. Goaltender Jake Forbes for the Hamilton Tigers has frozen it. So we play on. 63, a full chance here late in the second period. This one, the Hamilton Tigers with a chance to go ahead. And let's see, full chance. Okay. That's going to be a goal for the Hamilton Tigers. They go up 3-2 here late in period 2. I have to actually double check to see how many cards have come out of the match pack. Let's see here. Close to the end anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So just 71 seconds shy of 1100. We're looking at 1019 seconds. Let's see. 960 is 16. 1020 is 17. So I think that'd be at 1659. That sounds about right, about good enough of the second period. Anyway, the Hamilton Tigers up 3-2 with a 62. Shorty Green completing the hat trick. Shorty Green, let's see if anyone assisted on his goal. 75, absolutely not. So one more card here to roll for period 2. 14, that's a big nothing. Let me double check on these actually. That concludes period 2. Back for period 3 here momentarily. And back for period 3, and if you wanted to give some time to this video, and by the way, thank you for any time that you do give to it. I'll say that up front because, or well, at this point I'll say it because, to quote a reaction channel that I really like on YouTube, Jamal A.K. Jamal, listens to all kinds of different music, and he says something, he likes to say something to the effect of, you could be anywhere else right now, but you've chosen to be here, or something like that. So any amount of time, however little or great, I'm certainly grateful for it. And so anyway, short story long, if you're just joining me here late in the video because you wanted to give some time to it, but you didn't have much time, but you happen to catch it at this moment, it was the Hamilton Tigers going up 2-0 early, and the Toronto St. Pats battling back to tie. I'll just say it in short. Shorty Green, speaking of short things that are really good here, Shorty, I'm not actually sure his actual height, but probably didn't get that nickname Shorty. Actually might have gotten it for being tall. I remember actually growing up, one of my father's good friends, 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", and about 300 pounds, and his nickname was Tiny. Anyway, so Shorty Green here with a hat trick. And the hat trick put the Tigers back in the lead here toward the tail end there of period two. So here for period three, let's get things started here. 3-2 after two. Hamilton also sustained an injury to a key player in this game, which basically gave Toronto their match card back that they had lost before the game because they also have an injury to a key player. This is an excellent game. It simplifies a lot. And I think especially if I can say so myself with some modifications that I've made to it, basically if I just shut up and played, man, I could get through this really quickly. So, and I do get through it really quickly when I'm playing off camera. But with that said, okay, with 56, we're going to kick things off here with a half chance in period three. That half chance is going to be a chance for the Toronto St. Pats to tie the game. And so we're going to do a flip and roll here simultaneously. Okay, try to. 7-14, so the St. Pat's actually missed by one there. Miss hit, slap shot, easy for the goalie. So Forbes there, he gets his stick down on a trickler. And we're going to roll forward here. So with another 4 and a 2, let's see, 42, that's nothing of consequence here in the follow-up roll. Okay, 44, once again, the 40s are just basically big nothings in this game. Rolls of 40s. I guess I could... So now you can't really see that too well. I'm looking at these dice triggers. Basically, I have to pay attention when it's an 11, a 22, anywhere in the 30s or anywhere in the 50s or 60s. So through most of the teens and all of the 40s, I pay little attention, or teens and 20s, and all of the 40s, I've just really can disregard most of those rolls. Anyway, we are a quarter of the way, and I hope I didn't talk my way ahead of a roll there. Should have taken a match card. Anyway, I think we are a quarter of the way through period three. I'm quite sure that we are. And let's see, 55, another half chance here. This time the half chance, Toronto St. Pat's here with a chance to tie. They just narrowly missed out on one here earlier in the frame. And, and actually, I think, I took a full chance there for a half. Hopefully that wasn't a rebound on a 6. No, okay. It was a rebound on a 7-10, so sorry about that. I think I just caught a mistake that I made, and I'm owning up to it here live. I think my error rate is probably less when I'm not on camera, I want to say. Although I would encourage everybody, actually, even if you don't upload it online, sometime videotape yourself or whatever playing a game. You might be a little surprised when you play it back that you don't play it maybe quite as perfectly as you had thought. I've done some stuff that I haven't uploaded, that, believe it or not, that I've gone through. And anyway, here, the follow-up roll here in the half chance for the Toronto St. Pats, before I forget even that. That's a 9. That's going to be a rebound. I'm looking here in this rebound chart. I'll give a quick glance to it. I really like this. There's rebound 1, and you can go rebound 2 here also. So quick sideways glance at what I'm looking at here for the rebound. With a 2 on the rebound 1, that's a goal. That's a goal. Toronto St. Pat's have tied it late here, and I'm calling this in a way that you can tell the wife's away right now. Just trying to play a quick one while she is away. 3-3 here, hockey game that we have. Let's see once again. So 4 match cards have come out of the pack. We're about a third of the way into the third. I'm going to take 87 from 400, so 313 seconds. I think that amounts to 5:13 here into period 3. Player 16 is Babe Dye, Cecil Babe Dye there for the Toronto St. Pats. Let's click and see if there were any assists on that goal. With a 14, we will get an assist on that goal. That assist goes to Jack Adams. It's Babe Dye from Jack Adams at 5:13 here of period 3 on the half chance there. Toronto's second of the frame, and the first that I gave them correct credit for. 51, that's going to be another half chance. Toronto actually with a chance to go ahead here late. Where have we seen this before? So grabbing the half chance card, and oh no, what is this? 1-14, a penalty attempt. Long shot into the crease, block, scramble. Attackers awarded penalty shot for uprooting the net. I'm going to actually have to go to the rules and check this out. So this here on camera is officially my first use on camera or off of this penalty chart. I think if I actually played like modern games with overtimes and shootouts, then I could actually get to that at some point. But yeah, so I'm going to roll 2d6 here and see if they score on the penalty shot. Let's see if Toronto scores on the penalty shot. With a 6 and a 4, 10, it says not clear by the goalie. So it's Jake Forbes coming up big there for the Tigers. And let's see here. And I don't think I wouldn't use time for that, a penalty shot. So first penalty shot ever played here with gray zone, blue zone hockey. 35. That's going to be a penalty to the Hamilton Tigers. So power play opportunity here for the Toronto St. Pats here in the third period. 55. It's possible it's a shorthanded half chance. It is a shorthanded half chance. So a half chance -1 here. 5 and a 3. So that's totals 7. Puck stolen in the act of shooting. But it's a blown power play there for the St. Pats. They've had a lot of opportunities here in the third to get ahead. 16. So we have a slow minute and 40 seconds after that. 36. We have another penalty to the Hamilton Tigers. I'm sure they're just loving the officiating here in Toronto. Let's see if the St. Pats are able to. I'm going to, once again, this will be my little periodical check here. 2, 3, 4, 5, because so much has happened here in the third period. 6, 7, 8, 9. It's been a fairly eventful game, but with some uneventful spells as well. So we are, I should double check that. 1, 2, I think it was 9, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, 9. So 3/4 the way through, about 15 minutes here through period 3. And the Toronto St. Pats here will have power play opportunities. So let's see what they can do on it, if anything. 56, a half chance. It doesn't necessarily guarantee them one. They do, though. They get a half chance +1 here, do the St. Pats. With a 4 and a 6 and the half chance, so I'm adding 1 to that. The roll total is 11. That's a goal. That is a power play goal for the Toronto St. Pats in a game they lost historically 10-3, going ahead 4-3 here, fairly late into this contest, scoring the goal in 10. Let's see, 10. I should get the time first. So that was the 10th card, and I'm taking 10 seconds away from that. 990 seconds. I think 16 is 960. So that's basically 16 and a half minutes, if I'm not mistaken there. See, I will play this back and double check, but 16 and a half minutes into period 3 here. The St. Pats here on the power play, and player 63 for them is Happy Day. I think that's his second of the contest, at least his second point. And assisting here on the Toronto power play with a 30 will be Burt McCaffrey, just one past Happy Day's range conveniently. So it's Happy Day from Burt McCaffrey with the go-ahead goal here for the Toronto St. Pats late. With a 42, that's no card of consequence. So I believe that's 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Good. It would be a shame if I had to come back and be like, and that's the game. No, we get one more roll here. One more D6 roll. And again, I was about to say I don't do overtime, but technically because this is a season replay and not a what if, I will play a 10-minute overtime, which will be 6 match pack cards if I have to. I have had to play actually one 10-minute overtime with this season replay already, and it was a game that historically went to overtime, that being between Montreal and Ottawa. Historically, Ottawa won it in overtime. In my replay, it remained tied. But here, final card of regulation. 16. Okay, so thank you for being on this journey with me that ended somewhat anticlimactically there with the 16 roll. It's still, though, I mean, you get a 4-3 game. I think this sort of paralleled in some ways those other couple of games here that I had on this channel. To be honest, I was kind of maybe hoping that I would see a varied outcome, but I guess these teams are pretty evenly matched here normally. The St. Pats, I think they got off to a rough start in the real thing, and then they finished really strong there. The record, I'm not sure if you can see it, 19-11-0. They actually finished second overall, just 1 point back of the Hamilton Tigers. Evidently, by their taller, longer roster there, they must have brought in some guys mid-season like Reg Noble that just worked out for them really well. And they got Red Stewart, I think, over from Boston, and or traded him to Boston. I should follow up and have a closer look at that, but again, I don't know everything that there is to know about this season, but I'm having fun with it nonetheless. And there you have it. Again, the Hamilton Tigers. I mean, goodness, they were up by they were up by a pair, and then it was just kind of a back and forth game after that. 2-0, 2-2, 3-2, 3-3, 4-3. So anytime, anything, any engagement, anything that you give to anything like this, I feel like I've said anything way too many times already. Drama Rama Buck Cherry cover. Who did that song originally? It's in an 80s oh goodness. I'm not a big fan of 80s horror flicks. Anyway, anything. And there you have it. That's the game. It is a good Buck Cherry cover, if I can say so myself. And this is approaching the half-hour mark, so yeah, might as well just cut, conclude, and just say thank you. Bye for now.